Perfectionism is damaging your productivity. There are many reasons behind this, but overall, people who tend to want to do things perfectly are the people who do the less. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a few thoughts, a few techniques on how to break free from perfectionism. Perfectionism usually encourages procrastination. What does it mean is that usually when you tend to do things perfectly, meaning that you want everything to be as detailed as possible and everything to seem always perfect, you tend to procrastinate. What happens is that you set the bar so high and this is so unrealistically achievable that at some point along the way you tend to lose the motivation, the willpower, and all of that positive energy that you get from the beginning. So instead of thinking perfectionist, try to think it differently. Instead of being perfectionist, try to be optimalist. For example, if you create YouTube videos, the perfectionist version of you will do something like create one YouTube video every day, do the best editing, the best visuals every day. That's the perfectionist. However, the optimalist version of yourself will still create YouTube videos regularly, will still make sure that you learn one or two new techniques every time you do the editing, but won't necessarily put so much pressure on how to do things every step of the way perfectly. So think of optimal instead of perfect. Another approach that you can use to break free from perfectionism is the compound effect. The concept behind the compound effect is quite simple. Basically, the compound effect is a way for you to do the action repeatedly while making small progress, and that small progress made regularly compounds into big results. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, explains that if you just improve just 1% every day, it will compound into 37 times improvement within just 1 year. That's really the power of the compound effect. Things are easy to do, but they're easy not to do as well. For example, if you're building a habit of reading, it's easy to read 10 pages a day. Anyone can do that, but also easy not to do it. But for those who do it and do it regularly, they will gain more knowledge and also experiences from people that are way ahead in their expertise than you are. So just remind yourself, instead of being perfectionist and wanting everything to be perfect all the time, just take it one step at a time and know that these results will compound over time to create something great. Take one step today, another tomorrow, and keep going until you'll see the results and you'll achieve the goals that you set for yourself. Another interesting method on how to break free from perfectionism is how I call stretched reality. What's stretched reality? It's basically having realistic goals but stretch them in a way that they're still challenging. So for example, if you create content on YouTube and one YouTube video for you is quite easy to do, stretch it into doing maybe 2 videos or maybe try new techniques that are more challenging than the ones that you already do. So set realistic goals, some things that you could achieve, but only if you challenge yourself to learn more, to do more, and this way you'll get out of your comfort zone. You won't be doing the things that you usually do, so that things are always easy for you, and you will be doing things that challenge you, and therefore you will grow, you will improve, you will tend to perfectionism, but without calling it perfection. Also remember, anything above 0 is progress. Like literally, if you do actions every day, whatever the amplitude of those actions, if they take you closer to your goal, even a tiny bit, that's already progress. So don't be too hard on yourself. Stop just watching those YouTube videos and motivational videos and people just aiming to be at the top of everything. Yes, have the mindset of someone who wants to achieve great things in life. That's an amazing approach. But any progress you're making, just be content with it. And obviously, when that progress at some point seems like it's not much, then try and stretch it a bit further and do things that will challenge you a little bit more. One very cool advice that I can give you here is that every time you feel imposter syndrome, when you're in a situation you feel like, oh, that's not for me, or that's too much for me, or I'm not qualified for this, or I'm not ready for this. All of these things that we say to ourselves just to procrastinate and avoid the challenge, these are the exact trigger that you need to just go for it. Usually, from my experience, most of the things that I've done and that I'm proud of are things I wasn't ready for. So don't wait for a specific moment to do an action. We're never really ready to execute anything. Just things come on the way, we gain experience, we take action, and sometimes we take those big moments and we just go for them. We learn in there, just directly, just jump into it. But always remember, as I told you, stretch the reality. Meaning that if you're just starting your journey as a data scientist, let's say, you can't go and jump and do things that someone with 10 years of experience is doing. That's not just stretching your reality, that's too unrealistic. But stretching your reality is trying to do things that are complicated for you in that moment of your journey. Do things that are quite challenging for you. This is how you're going to grow without being too unrealistic and without being too frustrated by the lack of results. Because as we said, results will come with compounding efforts every day. And anything above zero is progress. So quick recap of this video. Optimalist instead of perfectionist. Avoid at all costs thinking perfection, because that's just a way to drain yourself, to procrastinate, and not take action. So be optimalist instead of perfectionist. Then use the power of the compound effect to gain experience and to grow over time. Small actions taken every day will compound into great results over time. Always remember, easy to do, easy not to do. A small action is easy to take today. It's again easy to take tomorrow, but it's also easy to not take. So be the one who takes action every day and just wait for the result to just unfold in front of you. And lastly, follow the stretched reality concept. Set realistic goals, but always try and stretch them so that you still challenge yourself. Because the only way for you to grow is by challenging yourself. If you keep doing the same things that you feel comfortable doing, you will never grow. You will stay where you are, and at some point you will be thinking, why am I not doing this, or why am I not achieving these things? It's just because you're always in your comfort zone. So try and break free from perfectionism and from your comfort zone as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions, just write them down in the comment section. I will make sure to answer all of them. Also, if you're interested, I just uploaded last week a summary of the book Mind Management, Not Time Management. Give it a click in here and go and enjoy it.